Hey guys, welcome back into the live. So today I will be talking about some of the NFL matchups, some of the things to look out for, some of the rookies making their debuts in this week today, as we have lots of things to break down. This is going to be a long video. We started a couple hours before game day for a reason. We're going to discuss every single game. We're going to predict every single game live here, and then we'll make a video. We'll post it right before the games happen, and then we will break down after every single game on Tuesday how the results happened. So, the first game is the Raiders versus the Broncos. The Broncos are minus 3.5-point favorites because of their new head coach and Sean Payton, because of the new system they have, because of the new culture they're building in for the Broncos. And I think they will definitely cover. I think the Broncos are going to make a statement here against the Raiders. The Raiders are not a very good team. I think the Raiders do have a chance, though. I think the fairness is, I think the odds are fair. The minus 3.5-point favorite is probably fair, but I think the Broncos get the win here. But I don't think this is going to be a great season for the Broncos, anyways. I think it'll be more of a improvement year, a 6 to 8 win team. I think the Broncos will be this year. The Bears versus the Packers is the 4:25 Fox game. The Bears are minus 1.5 favorites against the Packers at home. People are probably hammering the Packers on the plus 1.5, and I don't see it because Bears have the better quarterback, the more experienced one. The Bears have a roster that is comparable to the Packers outside of the quarterback. I think you could say that the Packers roster is probably a bit better, but I do think that the Bears roster is going to be good enough to at least compete with the Packers roster. While they may not be as good overall as a roster, the quarterback position is going to be really the difference in this game. The Texans versus the Ravens. C.J. Stroud, of course, making his debut against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. No matter what the line is here, I really think that what you want to do is go the Ravens minus 9.5, minus the points. It doesn't really matter what the spread is. I think Stroud may not be good at the start of the year, but I think he's going to eventually be a very good player in this league. He may not be that eventually, but watch out for him in the future. But for now, I got the Ravens. The Bengals versus the Browns is an interesting one. Deshaun Watson really needs a full season to see if we can really get back to what he was in the past. I think that in the past, the Bengals have always been better the last few years, but I think the Browns are going to be competitive this year. I don't think that they'll be as good as the Bengals, so I will go with the Bengals to win this game. The Buccaneers versus the Vikings is an interesting one. The Vikings are minus 4.5-point favorites. I think that they will cover because the Vikings are at home and they have a better team. It's plain simple. They have a better roster at most positions, and I think the Bucs are trying to lose. Honestly, I think they want Caleb Williams or Drake May, one of the top quarterbacks in the next draft class, as I have the Vikings to win that game handily. The Titans versus the New Orleans Saints, who are minus 2.5-point favorites, is a good matchup. I honestly have a feeling I might want to take the Titans plus the points, plus the 2.5, but I think the Saints win the game, and I feel like it's just such a slim margin that you might as well just take the Saints minus 2.5. It's going to be close. I think it's going to be a really good game. Derrick Henry is obviously one of the best backs, and he's going to have to be probably the dominant player in the entire for their entire team this year. He's going to have to pretty much rally them behind him if he wants them to be real contenders in 2023. So the next matchup we're going to be talking about is the Panthers versus the Falcons. Falcons are 3.5-point favorites for a reason, and I think that they have a better roster for sure. People talk about how the Panthers roster has gotten better. I don't really see it. I think they've gotten a little bit worse on the offensive side of the ball, and they haven't gotten much better on the defensive side of the ball either. I think their skill position players take a massive step in the wrong direction when they traded DJ Moore to the Bears. And I think that the Falcons will handle the business here in this game. The Jaguars versus the Colts. Rivalry that's gone for a while. It's not a very big rivalry, but it's a divisional matchup where the Jaguars are favorites, and they should be because they have a better quarterback, more experienced quarterback that is straight up better right now. And Anthony Richardson has lots of potential. I think he has the ability to be great, and it'd be interesting to see if he is, because there's a lot going on besides him in the Colts organization right now. And I think that if they can really get their things together and put him first before the organization, I think they can just start to really reap the benefits of developing and taking the time to really develop the quarterback of the future and try to make him who he's supposed to be, which is a future star quarterback. The 49ers versus the Steelers is another matchup. 49ers are a minus 2-point favorite, as they will be talking and they will be really looking to cover the spread because they are 2-point favorites. I think they should be a little bit more because they have an incredible roster. Steelers, I think they're going to be solid, but the 49ers are going to be great this year. I think that they should definitely cover the spread. I'm not sure why they're only 2-point favorites, other than the fact that they're at the Steelers, which honestly to me doesn't make that big of a difference. I have the Commanders beating the Cardinals because the Cardinals, like the Buccaneers, are clearly not trying to win this year. With Josh Dobbs as their quarterback, Commanders at least have a competitive quarterback in Sam Howell who can really make all the throws, and I think this year is going to prove some doubters wrong and show he can actually be a starting quarterback in the NFL. And I have the Commanders to win that and to cover the 7-point spread. The Dolphins versus the Chargers is going to be a fun one. High scoring, lots of points involved. I have the Dolphins coming away with this game, but I have the Chargers finishing very, very strong in this season. I think that they're going to be at least competing for the division, if not winning, over the Kansas City Chiefs, as I think that they will definitely give them a real push for their money, and I think the Dolphins come away with the win, a statement win that really helps boost them in the division standings against teams like the Bills, the teams like the Jets, and the teams like the Patriots. The Eagles, who will be playing against the Patriots at the Patriots, should definitely win. I don't know if they will, but I think that they will. I'm pretty confident that they will, as they have a better roster. They're a better team. They have at this point, maybe even a better coach, and a better everything. Honestly, I don't know why the Eagles would win. I don't know why the Eagles would lose this game. They should definitely win. The Cowboys versus the Giants is another one. That's the night game tonight against here on Sunday Night Football, 8:20. That game should be fun. We have Dak Prescott trying to prove some of the doubters wrong. Lots of things going wrong for him during the offseason. Lots of people talking about this could be the end of the era for the Cowboys, as he is a quarterback who's been really talked about as not being as good as some people think he is. Dak Prescott is a solid quarterback, and I think that he's good enough to at least keep the Cowboys in the playoffs, and I think that they will do that as they do that in getting a Week 1 win against the Giants. The Jets versus the Bills is the last game, the Monday Night Football game. Aaron Rodgers' debut, what should be versus what has been in the NFC North, not the North, the AFC North, East, sorry, the AFC East, the Jets versus the Bills. This is the Week 1 game matchup that is going to be interesting to see. Aaron Rodgers versus Josh Allen, how that's going to play out. Jets much improved on the offense, remaining as good as they are on the defense is big for them. I think that the Bills come away with the win, as things need to start out a little bit slow for the Jets, as they haven't really gotten together yet. I think that they will struggle a little bit, but I think in the end, the season will be good for them. They'll have about 10 or 11 wins. They'll make the playoffs, and they'll be a contender in the AFC. Let me know what you guys think. See you guys in the next one. Sorry for some of the mistakes I've made in this video, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.